treachery has no honor. You shall never forgive and forget, but remember and recover. You may rather die on your feet than live on your knees. Destroy what destroys you.
Becomes more powerful and adds additional effects that you will be able to customize based on each weapon type as well as your class. The first of our 4 archetypes in this pre-alpha experience is our tank. The tank is a force of will on the battlefield, able to take vast amounts of damage and remain standing. He exerts his control over the area around him, helping to protect his allies and direct the battle. The tank wields a sword and shield and is able to pull targets to him. His shield is capable of stunning multiple targets that lie in front of him and knocking them to the ground. If he wants to stop a foe from moving past him, he has the ability to summon a wall that will trip and damage enemies who make contact with it. His taunt action will force an enemy to target him for a period of time and add additional hate to the target. The tank can also take 50% of incoming damage done to a friendly player with his cover skill. Finally, with enough focus accumulated, the tank will launch a devastating ability that pulls all enemies in his forward arc to him while dealing a massive amount of damage. Next in this pre-alpha experience, we have our mage. She is a master of the elements, capable of dishing out a massive amount of damage through deadly area of effect spells, all while using the art of illusion and teleportation to avoid dangerous encounters. Our mage here is wielding her spellbook as a weapon, from which she is able to send missiles of force to impact her targets. She is also capable of summoning fiery destruction with her implosion skill, hitting multiple opponents in an AoE. She can follow up her fire with fury by launching a bolt of searing light against her enemy.
Chance of you saving humanity at the end of the game increases. So for example, if you only have a 10% chance of saving humanity because you've only cured a tiny part of the roots, at the end of the game will literally RNG on whether or not you saved humanity.
Oh, so you can still do it?
You can still do it.
Right.
The more of the tree of life that you cure, the better the percentage that you'll actually save humanity.
But you can still lose.
But you can still lose.
Oh, man.
And the story's also open. So for example, if you've played it and you've been a complete ass the whole time, and you have low karma, you'll get, you know, a different ending than if you played it and had good karma.
That's pretty interesting. That's a really interesting idea, actually, because you're used to making all the right decisions and getting the good ending. The idea that you can, you can do your best to heal the tree of life and still lose is kind of interesting. Or do your work, not really care about it, but still actually it comes good. It's kind of an interesting idea that I'm really interested in. So yeah, we're seeing some more combat, and I think we might have seen the first of a couple of powers. So your character has several powers which you can use. I think we've seen the first one, which is kind of like it's that one there, which is like a confusion power, which can turn enemies against each other.
So what that means is you need to see where their attack is coming from. So for example, if their attack is coming and it's about to hit you on your left side, your attack needs to come from your left side as well. One thing to note with this though, is that with stabs, all you have to do is stab back. There are no angle requirements. Secondly, you need to time the chamber correctly. The window for chambers is the earliest parts of your windup, before you do damage. So you want to start your chamber attempt at the last possible second, right before their weapon hits you. What that means is you want to wait to the last possible second pretty much, and right before it hits you, that's when you want to start your mirrored attack. Thirdly, you need to be accurate. Your chamber attempt has to block the enemy's weapon, so if you're looking the wrong way, it's not going to work. Here are a few fights with some chambers added in. You'll see that I'm much more successful with the stab chambers, since they don't need you to match the angle. Thanks for watching.
To select a quest, visit your handler. Her book contains various intel on the mission parameters and the voracious beast you're going to slay. The smell of dense jungle and the sight of unexplored territory may seem daunting, but take a moment to grab any essential items you may need from your camp before embarking on your adventure. I suggest taking the healing items. And now the time has come to hunt your prey. Use your scout flies to find clues and tracks, which will help you zero in on your target's location. There's our target. Time to take him down. Show him what hunters are made of. Stellar work, Hunter. You've completed your quest. It's now time to carve the monster for materials and parts. It's rather gruesome work, if you ask me. Successful hunts boast additional materials and loot for you to collect. It's time to visit our fine friend, the Smithy. The Smithy uses the resources gathered on your quest to upgrade and forge powerful new gear and armor. With a plethora of weapons trees and armor sets available, it is truly up to you how you wish to progress further in Monster Hunter World. Now bestowed with fresh gear boasting new abilities and strengths, it's time to embark once again and take on deadlier monsters. How will you choose to embark on your heroic adventure?
Shattered by war's betrayal, will you answer our call, Rider of the Black Horse? To hunt down and destroy the enemies of existence itself. The 7 deadly sins have escaped and are ravaging the earth. They must be stopped.
Hello, brother.
Do you accept this undertaking? Though they are 7, and you but 1.
With pleasure.
Samurai. You are a warrior. I can see that. You trained your whole life for this. And you you have won battles that lesser men have called unwinnable, yes? But while you were sharpening your sword, do you know how I prepared for today? I learned. I know your language, your traditions, your beliefs, which villages to tame and which to burn. So I'll ask you once again, Samurai, do you surrender?
Charge!